Hi, my name is Jen and I'm with the Volusia County Public Library Hope Place branch. And today's craft will be this wooden block glue gun holder. You could use this for a small glue gun or a large glue gun, it doesn't matter. It's going to hold your glue sticks and keep everything ready to go. It's a must for crafters. Let's get started. The items that we'll need for our glue gun holder are going to be 3 boxes of these towering tumbling blocks. Now, we're going to need 105 of them. Sometimes it comes in a multicolored box, so if you're not going to paint, you may need more boxes. But we're going to be using the brown one today. You will need a piece of felt. You'll need a ruler or a square. Also, you'll need a small bowl, or I'm using a mason jar lid. We need something where if the hot glue, when the hot glue falls on it, we can just peel it off easily. This is a great surface for that. Funny enough, we're not going to be using hot glue to make our hot glue gun holder. We're going with tacky glue. You can also use wood glue. We're going to need scissors, and then also if you do want to do any painting, you'll just need some acrylic paints and also paintbrushes. To start our project, I'm going to get most of the gluing out of the way. So what we're going to start with is 2 rows of 15 blocks. So I got my 15. Tacky glue. Just a good dollop across the top. And this is going to dry clear, so you're going to be just fine. So I'm going to do all 15. Once you've got all 15 glued together, you're going to just go ahead and make sure they're really tight pushed together and then push them against your ruler. Now they're not all going to be the same size, some might be a little bit off, but we definitely want at least one flat edge. Okay, so you're going to do this twice. For our next batch of blocks, we're going to make 12 sets of 4. So we're going to do them long ways again. For our last batch before we start doing the setup, we're going to need 2 blocks of 3. Now that we've done most of our prep work on preparing these extra pieces, let's go ahead and work on our base. What we're going to do is make sure that that flat edge that was against the ruler is on the inside of the pieces here. We want them to face each other, because what we're going to do is we're going to take these blocks and lengthways, we're going to glue them all down the center and then connect these 2 together. So, first one. And just make sure they're flush on the end here, and just wipe off the extra glue. So this is what we should have right now. Gently make sure everything's tight. So now, since this one's nice and solid, I'm just going to run my line of glue right across here and connect them. So now that we've glued our inside, now we're going to run 5 across the top and 5 across the bottom, the same as we just did in the center. So this is what we're looking for now. And again, don't be worried about the glue, because it will dry clear. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run 3 pieces, 3 blocks down this side. So lastly, for our base, I'm going to run 3 blocks lengthwise down on this end, and then we'll have a nice rectangle. Now that our base is assembled and we have all of our pre-made pieces, you can go ahead. This is the point where you would paint if you wanted to paint. We won't be doing that in this project, but if you did, I would use acrylic paint or something with a primer. If you've chosen to paint once your paint is dry, or if you're not painting at all, the next step would be to add your felt to the bottom. So I've changed it up. I had a little bit of a brown before, but now since I'm not painting, I'm going to go ahead and use white felt. What we're going to do is just cover our entire bottom with the tacky glue. Get all over the edges, center everywhere. I'm going to take this felt, place it in the corner, and just push it down. And that'll help spread the glue around a little bit too. Once your felt is attached and glued down, we're going to go ahead and just cut around the base and cut off the extra. While our base is still setting, we're going to go ahead and start building our glue stick area. So what we're going to do is take 3 of the 4 blocks that we made, and we're going to glue them together just like that, side by side. Okay, so we're going to need 2 of those. Now that we have our first set of 3 blocks, we're going to go ahead and glue the bottom. And we're going to put it flush with our glue gun holder base. Okay. This is what we're looking for, nice and flush with the end. And then what we're going to do on our next piece is we're going to take this next 4 piece and we're going to glue it and put it right flush with it. And then we'll do the other side as well. Now that we have the 3 sides for our glue stick holder area, we're going to go ahead and add the back now. And just mash it tight and wipe off the extra glue. So now that we finished the front, let's go ahead and start prepping to finish the back. So we still have 4 of the 4 and 2 of the 3. So we're going to take the 2 4s and we're going to glue them together just like that. Okay? Just glue them back to back. So we've got those. And then the last one, make sure that they're standing up. We're going to glue the 3 together. Give those a minute to set. While those are setting, we're going to go ahead and take our top out of our mason jar and just run a ring of glue around the inside to make sure that that lid stays in. Give it a press. Once we have this glued down, we're going to put some glue around the base on the outside. All the way around, and then I would just put a little bit in the center as well. Okay. And then right in the middle, right about the halfway, we're going to put our mason jar lid and glue it down. Just like that. So we're going to take our blocks like this, and we want to glue them just like that. So I'm just going to glue the center of the smaller one outside. on both sides. Just wipe away the extra glue. Make sure it's nice and flat. So once this set's enough for you to pick it up, we're going to put glue on the bottom. And then we're going to bring it right up to where we have the mason jar lid, just a little bit after it. And press down, make sure the ends are flush. So this is your completed wooden block glue gun holder. It just needs a little bit more time to cure. I would give it at least 24 hours, but it will be ready for your very next crafting project. I want to thank you for joining me during my video today. I also want to remind you to check out volusialibrary.org, where you can search for books, magazines, and DVDs to get more creative inspiration. Also, don't forget that Volusia Library has a Facebook, an Instagram, and a YouTube channel where Volusia is getting crafty. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you get notifications when we upload a new video. Happy crafting! Bye-bye.